Training to become a deep-sea pilot is not for the faint of heart. It's a world where extreme pressure, limited visibility, and unforgiving environments are constant challenges. Deep-sea pilots are the unsung heroes of underwater exploration, tasked with operating submersibles and remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, to reach depths that no human should ever physically withstand. Their training is as intense and rigorous as the environments they'll navigate. It all begins in a simulator, a highly specialized, near real-life environment where pilots are taught to handle the unique pressures of operating in the ocean's depths. Here, the pilot steps into a mock-up of a submersible cockpit that mimics the cramped high-tech control panels they will use while exploring. In this simulator, the pilot is exposed to a variety of conditions that mirror the unpredictable nature of the deep ocean, from high-pressure environments to low-visibility situations. They're trained to deal with anything that could go wrong during a real dive. The first skill deep-sea pilots must learn is pressure management. The deeper you go, the greater the pressure. At the ocean's surface, pressure is equivalent to the weight of the air above you, about 1 atmosphere. However, as you descend, the pressure increases rapidly. At 1,000 meters deep, it's already 100 times greater than at sea level. At the deepest point of the ocean, the Mariana Trench, the pressure is over 1,000 times greater than what we experience on land. To prepare for this, pilots undergo rigorous physical conditioning and psychological training. The pressure on their bodies during the descent is immense, so they must learn how to stay calm and focused under extreme conditions. They often simulate these high-pressure environments in specialized tanks that can replicate the conditions of deep-sea diving. Here, they experience the effects of deep pressure on their bodies and learn how to breathe effectively, remain composed, and manage the stress. Training also involves learning how to operate under limited visibility. Below 200 meters, sunlight disappears entirely, plunging the environment into darkness. In the abyss, it's not just the absence of light that's a challenge, but the swirling particles, bioluminescence, and shifting currents. Pilots must rely on advanced sonar systems, submarine lights, and hydrophones to navigate the inky blackness. Another critical part of the training is learning how to maintain control of the submersible while being battered by ocean currents. At extreme depths, the current can be surprisingly strong and unpredictable. Pilots must be adept at using the submersible's thrusters and ballast systems to adjust their position, hold steady, and avoid obstacles, all while maintaining a delicate balance of buoyancy and stability. But the training doesn't stop at just operating the submersible. Pilots must also be prepared for emergency scenarios. A submersible is a complex machine, and just like any high-tech vehicle, things can go wrong at any time, whether it's a mechanical failure, a power outage, or an equipment malfunction. Pilots must be able to act quickly and decisively to manage the situation. They're trained in emergency protocols, including how to repair systems while in the depths, how to safely execute an emergency ascent, and how to stay calm when every second counts. In the open ocean, there are no second chances. Pilots learn how to handle pressurizing situations, like being stuck in a cave system or getting tangled in underwater debris. The stakes are high, and the margin for error is slim. But this is part of the allure of the job, pushing human capabilities to the edge, all in the pursuit of knowledge. In addition to technical skills, deep-sea pilots also undergo psychological training. Spending long hours submerged, often in confined spaces, can take a mental toll. Pilots need to maintain clarity and focus in the face of isolation, extreme conditions, and potentially life-threatening situations. They are taught techniques to manage stress, stay mentally sharp, and maintain a positive mindset during long, grueling expeditions. They are also trained to work effectively as a team, often collaborating with scientists, engineers, and marine biologists to achieve specific goals during a mission. While the physical training is tough, the psychological aspect of the job can be just as challenging. Pilots are required to spend weeks at a time in submersible cockpits, cut off from the outside world. During these times, they learn how to deal with loneliness, the claustrophobic environment, and the constant pressure of their work. It's a test of mental resilience where every decision they make could have serious consequences. As their training progresses, deep-sea pilots often undergo real-world simulations in increasingly difficult conditions. They practice operating in the coldest waters, dealing with unexpected wildlife encounters, and overcoming technical difficulties while underwater. It's a mix of both theory and practice, where pilots not only learn to navigate the ocean, but also adapt to its unpredictable nature. Their final test often involves a real dive, where they must demonstrate all of the skills they've learned under the same conditions they will face on a live mission. When the training is complete, deep-sea pilots are ready to embark on their first actual mission. These missions are typically multi-day trips that can take them to some of the most remote and unexplored regions of the ocean. They work closely with scientists and engineers to collect valuable data about marine life, geological features, and environmental changes. In the process, they're able to contribute to groundbreaking discoveries that expand our understanding of the deep sea. And through it all, they remain calm under pressure, prepared for whatever the ocean throws at them. In a way, deep-sea pilots are like the astronauts of our planet's oceans. They push the boundaries of human exploration, venturing into a world so alien, so extreme, that only the most skilled and resilient individuals can survive. The pressure they face isn't just physical, it's a test of willpower, determination, and the courage to explore the unknown.